Hi, medical terminology students. Once again, congratulations on completing your first week. This is a demonstration that I wanted to put together for you to give you some feedback on the quiz that you took. So I'm going to go into student preview. This is something that I can do as an instructor. Um, and this is I am able to see Blackboard the way you see them. So we're going to go into the quiz itself, and as you can see, I've set it up so that I can take the quiz itself, so that while I'm talking to you, as I can talk to you, I can take the quiz. So, not now. All right, so if I go in and look at some of the questions, there were several mistakes that I would say the majority of the class made, and that's why I wanted to do this short tutorial. First of all, I recommend that you read the question completely. Each of you will have randomized questions, so you won't have the same question for number one as another student will, but there's enough crossover that I think I can help make my point. So for this question, the O between the root and the suffix of a medical term, gastrotomy, is considered and this would be a combining vowel. Most of you got that. Some of you, in a question like this, where we have a medical term or in this context, it's a prefix, you wrote prefix, which I was generous and gave you part credit for. But what I'm actually looking for when I write a term with a dash either after it or before it, if it's after it, it's a prefix. If the dash is before it, it's a suffix, just like in your book. What I'm asking for is the definition of what auto means, and that would be self, own, okay? Any of those would be the correct answer. Now, another problem that many of you had was on these questions where it says break down the following medical term into its, I'm sorry, there should be an S there, literal meaning using the three general rules of decoding. So if you look in your textbook, there were those three rules that we always use when we break a medical term down. The first rule is we start with the suffix. Yes? So genic means either producing or pertaining to. Okay? Carcino means cancer. Yes, that's a combining form meaning cancer. So the answer to the question is producing or pertaining to cancer. All right. Also, in this kind of a question where it says noso, this is the combining form that means knowledge. Okay? I don't want you to tell me it's a combining form. We already know it's a combining form. How? Because there's a slash after the root word and the combining vowel is after the slash. So we already know that that is a combining form. What I want you to tell me, just like you have to do in your book, is to tell me the definition of what that combining form means. Okay, so again, here we are with a breakdown using the general rules. We start with the end, okay? The process, oops, sorry about that. The process of study, right? Okay. Logi means study, or excuse me, Y means the process. Log or log means study. So the process of study of hemato is the combining form of blood. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for there. Many of you put slashes, okay, after, excuse me, the combining form, between the combining form and the suffix, and you thought that I meant break it down that way. No, I want you to use those general rules that are in the book to tell me what this medical term means. Okay, so hematology means the process of the study of blood. If you have any other questions specific to your own quizzes that you don't know, please don't hesitate to let me know or to send me an email, and I will talk to you specifically about those questions. When you do that, please tell me the number of your specific question, because it will be different on your quiz than it will be on another person's quiz, so I need to know the number, all right? The last bit of information that I wanted to convey to you just one more last time, some of you would take this question for number 9, what is considered to be the prefix of hypogastric? And what you would write in here is pertaining to above the stomach, which is the definition of hypogastric. It is not what the prefix is. The prefix would be, of course, hypo. Okay. Now, some of you are getting a little confused because O is usually the combining vowel in a combining form, but be sure to be able to make a distinction between a prefix and a combining form. Okay. So if there's anything else I can help you with, please don't hesitate to get a hold of me. I'm here for you, and I'm glad to answer any questions that I can. And I really like hearing your questions, so please don't hesitate to get a hold of me when you need any more information. Good luck this week, and hang in there.